Read between the lines, it's Mandy and Deb. Books, bold opinions, and things that we've read. Pour up a glass, spill all the tea. Dark romance or rom-com spree. Read between the wines, where every sip comes with a plot twist.
Welcome back to Read Between the Wines with Mandy and Deb. I'm Mandy.
And I'm Deb.
And we have our special guest, Ashley, back with us today.
Hey,
Ash,
everyone.
thank you so much for coming back. We didn't scare you away, I guess, the first time.
No, thank you for having me back.
Of course. Well, if you listened to our previous episode with Ashley, you are well aware that Ashley has now read the entirety of the Empyrean series that is out right now. She blew through it like a champ.
I know. I don't know how you did it.
I know how she did it.
It was like every spare second that I had, it just went to reading these books, and I couldn't put it down. It was like, you know what? I'm not going to go to bed on time tonight. Yeah. We're gonna, and then I wake up at like 5 a.m. every day. So like when I wake up, I was just like reading. I couldn't stop.
Wow. Ashley, I have a little confession to make. When these books first came out, we were working together. You may or may not have been my boss at that point, and no lie, oops. I kind of read during work some days.
You know what? I don't blame you. I do not blame you one bit, because
now you get it.
And I get it. Totally get it.
Well, so if you can't tell, everybody, that's what we're going to be talking about today is books 1, 2, and 3 of the Empyrean. We have been wanting to do this, but we didn't know how to go about doing this. And Ashley starting the series just gave us the perfect excuse to go ahead and talk about our favorite books. So spoilers. Yes, spoilers, everybody. Yeah. We're going to be talking about the whole thing, giving everything away. So if you have not read the series,
everything.
Goodbye. Come back.
Yep. Exit stage left.
Yeah. So what do you say? Should we just get right into it today?
I think so.
All right. Very good. So, Ash, right off the bat, since you have finished this, first reactions, what do you think of it? This is your first fantasy series too, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So what do you think?
So what I loved about it was I loved how it had a little bit of everything. Like it had the politics, and then it also had like the romance, but it was like very serious. But then at times, like we would have like comedic relief with like the dragons and different characters. So that's what I loved about it. It was like as soon as it would get like super serious and you're like, oh, this is terrible, what's happening, like Taryn would just fly in with something and Darno would say something. Like there was always like that bit of comedic relief. I just felt like overall it was really well written, and it was like a good balance of everything.
Yeah. I have to agree. So would you agree with what I told you when you said this is a really good first series to get into fantasy?
1,000%.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because now I want to read more fantasy.
Right. It's not as scary as it sounds, right?
Correct.
Right.
And it's not as heavy as some of the fantasy books that are out there either. So it's a lot if you're not used to fantasy, but it's not to the point where like I started Mistborn by Brandon Sanderson, and that is like a lot. That it's so much to go through. It's so many names. It's so many things you have to learn. I feel like Rebecca Yarros did a really good job for her first fantasy series of not overdoing it to a point where it's like, what's happening?
What? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's honestly like a great point. I could follow exactly what was happening. Like I could follow, oh, this is a venom, this is a wyvern, this is the difference. Like it wasn't like I needed to look at a glossary or like Google what things were.
My God.
Right. Yes, you really just picked up as you went along with it, which I mean, I think this was, I mean, other than, I don't even count like Hunger Games as fantasy, but I guess it kind of is. I mean, that's the only other thing that you could kind of like fantasy that I've really read before this. So, I mean, I just remember this being all over TikTok when the first book came out, being like, this is going to be like the next sensation. And I'm like, all right, well, I want to get in while some people still haven't read it. And yeah, it was just all of it. All of it.
I remember when you first got this book, I remember you were like, this is the best book when you were reading it. And I'm like, yeah, I don't think I'd like it. And then it wasn't
I
until...
said the same.
Really?
I did. I said the same.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm like, no, not
How
into
wrong was
it.
I?
But it wasn't until I listened to your Shield of Sparrows episode where I was like, oh, this sounds cool. And then you brought up the Fourth Wing again. I'm like, all right, I'll try it. And I'm like, I'll never be the same.
I think that a lot of people, when they hear fantasy, they automatically think, like Deb, you said, like I call them boy fantasy books, you know, like Brandon Sanderson or Game of Thrones series. Like, that's boy fantasy to me.
And it's high level.
And it's like, very high level.
High level. It's a lot.
Yeah. I call this girl fantasy because it's a romantasy. I mean, there's the romance in it. I don't think Brandon Sanderson has any romance in it. Right?
No, I don't think so. I've only gotten through almost the entire thing of Mistborn. The first book, not the entire series.
Okay.
That's going to take me 10 years.
I heard of one book he did.
One book, there's some romance in it?
I think it's called something Emerald City. Let me look it up.
I do not know.
I'll have to ask Gary. He's read, I think he's read almost everything Brandon Sanderson has put out, but I'll double check with him. I think.
Not Ash.
I don't know.
Jeremy is reading Brandon Sanderson too, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
He's almost done with like that first book, The Way of the World. Is that what it's called? Did I make that up?
Yeah.
So that book with the little bit of romance is called Tress of the Emerald Sea.
Okay.
Don't know.
I'll have to ask Gary if he's read it.
I think that's what it... And
I have a feeling, though, it's not just one of those books that you can just read on its own, because most of his books are part of very long series, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll see.
Yeah, I still
have to talk to Gary about that whole series.
Yeah.
He'll give you the ins and the outs. He loves it. He's read it like 3 or 4 times.
Oh, wow.
Oh, dang.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I think.
That's a lot.
He's reread it a couple of times. I can't remember if it's 3 or if it's 4. It might be 2. We'll have to ask him. We'll have to get him on the show.
We'll get him on too.
For some boy fantasy.
But that's what I mean, you know, as far as like that very high fantasy, that's boy fantasy to me. This is not that, but it's still fantasy. I mean, there's still dragons and magic and all the things that are so much fun. So much fun.
And I have to say, Gary did read this series as well, and he very much enjoys it. Romance and all.
Oh,
really?
Well,
he likes it?
Yeah.
My husband read the series too. Did not like the romance parts in it. But I think we've said that on here before.
He said the romance scenes make him giggle because they're just so ridiculous.
They're not. I don't think they. Well, I guess some
No?
of them are.
Is it because of the magic? Because they start like wildfires?
Yeah, and
I
shadows.
think it's like I think it's the descriptions that get him.
Yeah. Well, it's a female narrator, Gary. That's, that's what you're going to get.
That is so funny.
So, just real quick, we don't need to get in depth with all three right now, but okay, so first book, what are our favorite parts for first book, the initial fourth wing? Ash, what did you love most about it?
Oh my gosh, what a loaded question.
I know, it's so hard.
I know. For fourth wing, I love seeing Violet like defeat all odds, where it was like nobody had faith in her going into the Riders Quadrant.
Yeah.
And she was so nervous and insecure herself. And I loved at the very beginning of the book when Mira gave her advice and she said to her, like, the one thing that and I'm just paraphrasing, but the one thing that you have is your mind. So outsmart everybody, essentially.
Right.
And that's
Right.
like what she really did. And Mira told her, like, create allies and kind of set her up for success. And she was like so determined. And it was great to see her get stronger and more confident through the book. And I loved it.
I know. It was so great. See, you gave such a good, in-depth, well thought out answer. While for me, it was talking dragons.
I mean, that was good too.
Talking dragons.
Because I knew nothing about this going in when I first started reading it. I just knew it was a fantasy with some romance in it. No clue what that meant at all. And when I found out that the dragons could speak to their riders, I was like, game changer. I'm like, this is now the best thing I've ever friggin' read in my life. This is so cool.
We're dragon girlies through and through.
Yeah. What about you, Deb? Cool. What would you think your favorite part of the first book would be?
I think when Jack got fried with a lightning bolt. Honestly.
I know, but then he comes back.
I know. That's what I was thinking.
I know, but we had a moment of reprieve from asshole Jack.
Yeah. I was just going to say the assholery of Jack.
The assholery. He was horrible. But kudos, though, to Rebecca Yarros to make such a character that you just hate. Like, you're just like, I want you to die.
Right. Like a Ramsay Bolton type of character. Like, just, just hate him so much.
I don't know. Unpopular opinion. I kind of liked Ramsay Bolton.
I don't know who that is.
Are you freaking kidding me?
I gotta watch Game of Thrones.
Oh, wait. Why don't I remember this?
I am speechless right now.
I watched Game of Thrones, but like, why don't I remember this? I need to go back and
Battle of the
rewatch
Bastards.
Yeah, it was the battle. So it was between him and Jon Snow in Battle of the Bastards. He's the one that took over Winterfell, and he married Sansa and did a lot of terrible things to her.
He did do a lot of terrible things to her. Yes. However, I don't know. I feel like he was just a little misunderstood. Just a little.
You read too much dark romance.
It's true. It's true. We had worse.
Than Ramsay Bolton?
Yeah.
Who?
Oh my God. I used to keep every Game of Thrones character's name in like a database in my head.
This has gone way off track, but just stick with us, everyone.
Oh my God. What's his name?
Are we talking about Joffrey?
Yes. Thank you. Thank you.
No,
He was way worse.
I don't think so. He was a little shit.
He was killing prostitutes for sport.
Okay. Point.
Well, fair.
Point.
I need to watch this all over again. It's been so long. I literally don't remember anything.
It's so good.
So good.
Except dragons.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Except
dragons.
Dragons. And it all comes back full circle.
There we go.
So aside from Jack getting fried with a lightning bolt, I would say when Violet is at threshing and she goes to save Andarna, and then here comes Taryn, and he's like, I guess I'm gonna be your dragon.
Yeah. Now
And then
get
Andarna's
on and
like,
shut
I'm
up.
coming too.
Yeah.
And it was so ironic, too, because, like, Jack wanted Taryn to be his dragon. And it was like...
And Taryn was like, fuck no, buddy.
No.
Yeah. He's like, you're messing with the wrong people and dragons here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick her.
Yeah.
Oh, and I loved in the book too when she couldn't get up on Taryn, and he stuck out his leg, and she was like,
I was like,
she said
he's
something.
like, whatever.
Yeah, she said something to him like, dragons don't accommodate their riders, and he was like, I've seen what you've done with daggers. This isn't an accommodation, or something like that.
Right.
I know. Taryn is just the best. I love him so much, the character. Just like the curmudgeon-y old man, but he's so... You know that Rebecca Yarros said that she based Taryn off of her old bulldog.
I thought you were going to say her
bulldog.
husband, and I was going
No.
like,
No.
he seems like a teddy bear. Like, that's not.
No, it was her pet bulldog was like she looked at him one day and was like, that's my Taryn. I can totally see that though.
I could too.
That's
all right. So we got a
hilarious.
brief first reactions of Fourth Wing. Iron Flame, what are our favorite takeaways from that one? We can go first again, Ash, if you'd like.
Yeah.
Okay, so, oh gosh, Iron Flame. I feel like there was so much that happened. But I will say in Iron Flame, and Mandy, I was texting you this too. I'm like, oh, I'm so annoyed that Zayden and Violet keep going back and forth. They love each other. They just need to get over it. But
Right.
I melted in the scene where she was in, it was Battle Brief. Yeah, she was in Battle Brief, and they said that, like, there was an attack at Samara, and there was, like, injured Ryder, and she just, like, she felt Taryn's emotions, and she just bolted, and she showed up in Samara, and I was like, oh my, and she saw Zayden sparring, and then he took her to the shower.
Hey, that's my favorite part too.
Is it? Oh my God. That was like so epic. And she's like, I need you. And I was like, yes.
Yes.
I think you texted me around that part, and I was like, oh, they're in the shower. And you were like, yes.
I was like, they banged.
Finally.
Yes. It was like, finally.
Oh my gosh. Well, yeah, I mean, so like kind of like going off of that, the books, it's a romantasy, there's spice in it, but I don't think they're like super duper spicy. So I think they're still, fair to recommend to people who don't like that, to read that kind of stuff. It's clearly they're easy to skip over if you don't want to read it.
Apparently so.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing too. Like, I feel like Rebecca does a decent, well, she does a great job with like balancing the conflict between them, or not even between them, but like life in general, their lives in general, where like it's not like super spicy.
Right.
Yeah. It's just the right
very
amount.
tasteful.
Yes.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Yeah.
Tasteful.
Mhm.
It's very tasteful, folks.
Tasteful banging.
Yes. Classy.
Classy, yes.
Indeed.
All right. So, Deb, what do you say? Are you sticking with shower? Is that your favorite part of Iron?
I think my house, my chair, my woman might take the cake,
Yeah, that
but
was good.
I do love the cliffhanger that is left off with Iron Flame, which is we find out that Zayden is Venom, and we're all just like, what's happening?
I threw my book across the
lost-
living room. I
I lost my
lost
shit.
my friggin' mind when that happened.
I went running into Gary's computer room, and I was like, what is this crap? And he was like, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, and Ash, you were very lucky because you waited. And I mean, not so much now, but between that
really.
cliffhanger and the next one. Yeah, I know. Sorry. But for book 2 cliffhanger to book 3, you didn't have to wait. We waited. How long, Deb? It's over a year. Was it like a year and a half? I don't even remember the span between those 2 books. Too long.
I remember reading Iron Flame, I think in the fall.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to say Onyx Storm came
January.
out.
The next January.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I am almost positive. It was definitely January that it came out. I know that for a fact.
It was definitely January that it came out.
So Iron Flame was published.
Yeah, look that shit up.
And I'm just opening the book. And, you know, I worked in a library. I should know where these things are. 2023. So, yeah, fall 2023. This year is 2025, January. So, yeah, over a year. Over a year, Ashley. We had no idea.
No, I think I read Iron Flame a little bit closer to the end of 2024.
Okay, so you had less time. I read it as soon as
I had less time. Right.
Got released.
I've only been doing this for like a year and a half.
Oh, okay. Yeah, as soon as it got released, it got to my door. I read it in 2.5 days, and then I waited a year and a half.
Yeah.
Oh,
The year-long hangover.
Yeah. So
that's where I'm at.
Yeah.
Currently.
Well, we'll get there in a second.
Yeah. Current
For
state.
me, Iron Flame wasn't my favorite out of the series.
Yeah, I can agree.
It's an important book because there's a ton of information in it that you need.
Yeah.
And it was a little bit long. I felt like it was a little bit longer for me. I still loved every second of it. But the part that I remember the most that stands out so much in my mind is when they capture Violet and interrogate her for that long period of time. And she's hallucinating and, you know, seeing Liam and, I know. And for a minute, I was like, is he really there? But she confirmed that no, it wasn't. He wasn't really there. It was just her mind trying to keep her somewhat sane. So that I think about that all the time. That scene. That was just so
the most
Violet.
Unnecessary character death ever.
Liam.
Ever.
Oh, that
He
was
coulda
terrible. It was my honor.
I cried for days and days. Days. I was like, and then to add insult to injury, I was doing something and I asked Gary to do something. He was like, it will be my honor. And I was like, no!
She sent me that screenshot. I was like, oh God. Oh, good God, Gary, what have you done?
Oh, Gary.
Liam, no.
You sent me that screenshot.
Why are you so upset?
No, he was like, I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it like
I was like, yes, you did.
He was like apologizing for like bringing up the trauma.
Poor Gary.
Oh, poor Gary.
Poor Gary.
That was so sad. But
Heart-wrenching.
But I will say, like, in Iron Flame, and I did love Iron Flame a lot. I loved in Iron Flame how Sloane, Liam's little sister, is in the book, and she hates Violet from the
Mhm.
like hates Violet. Like
Yeah.
she's
He's
like,
like,
you
you killed my
me.
brother.
Yeah. And Violet promised Liam that she would take care of Sloane, make sure she was good. And she did exactly that. Like, Sloane was so just mean to her off the
Yeah.
bat, which
Mhm.
Violet's like, you know, I get your brother died and
Yeah.
all of that. And she's still like, she was like, I'm gonna make sure you're okay.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
and she kept to her
Excuse
word.
me.
And Sloane
did.
eventually came around. She was like, Violet, you're badass, you're cool, I
Yeah.
got you. Like,
Yeah.
I liked in Iron Flame, I liked our battle scene at the end a little bit more than I enjoyed. I want to say even Onyx Storm. I feel like going in there and siphoning from the stone and just that whole situation, and then of course Violet's mom dying, I was like,
Mm,
oh, like, oh my God.
yeah.
My view of her in that moment completely switched because at first I was
Oh,
like, this
totally.
bitch. And then I was like, oh, she really would do just about anything for her kids,
Anything.
including die.
Yeah.
actually, I'm glad you brought up Lilith because
Mhm.
I feel like, well, she's dead now, so we'll never know, sadly. And at
Right.
first, like when you were asking me, like in the last podcast, I'm like, I wasn't a Lilith fan. Like, I'm like, ugh, I
No,
don't like
you
her.
gave a very accurate from the little of what you've read, because I went back and I remember what you said, that you said that you felt like that she was just very misunderstood
Mm-hmm.
and that she might be like I'm not exactly sure exactly what you said, but like maybe like the hero in the end, or she knows that Violet can really do this and just
Right.
putting on a
Yeah.
front. Yeah. And when you said that, I was like, this bitch read spoilers.
No, I didn't. And like, the thing is like the only reason I thought that was because like in the first few pages of Fourth Wing and how she was like kind of pushing her in, but the Writer's Quadrant, but like when I was reading more, I think her mom, because she was married obviously to Violet's dad,
Right.
and he was doing all this like research and writing all these things. I don't think he died of heart failure. I think he was killed. And I think that, like, she knew about the venin and the wyvern, and I think she was keeping it under wraps.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then it came out in Iron Flame that, hey, like, I knew you would be in danger if you went in the scribes because you would have figured it out. So we put you in the Writer's Quadrant. And I just saw like a whole different perspective to her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And at the very beginning of Iron Flame, where they came back for graduation
Mm-hmm.
and they were being interrogated,
Mm-hmm.
and she kind of like just shut it down. She was just like, I believe my daughter wouldn't lie. And I think she shut
Right.
it down and didn't push because she knew.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, for sure.
100%.
100%. Yeah. And I think that we're going to eventually learn so much more about Violet's dad and what happened there.
I don't
And
think he's dead.
Like a Brennan.
Rebecca has confirmed
Right?
that he's dead. Rebecca has said that he's
I
dead.
don't know that I trust Rebecca.
I don't trust
know
her
that
either.
I trust her.
I don't trust her either.
You hear that, Rebecca? We're
I
on
think
to
he
you.
might. I think he might. There are theories out there. This is nothing new. There are theories that he could have been Venom because there are like the recovered correspondence that you read at the beginning of the chapters. Lilith is looking for a cure. Like, why would she be looking for a cure?
Right.
Oh shit, that would go full
Yeah.
circle. That would
Yeah,
be
right?
Oh
Mhm.
my god, I can't. That would be
Just blow your mind,
s-
Ash.
That would blow my mind. Or like if he ended up Venom and like they had Violet and then that's why she has silver hair because she has a little Venom or something like that?
I don't know.
That is 100% a theory that is floating out there. There is also a theory that Violet is the daughter of Dune.
Oh, no. Yeah. She was dedicated, right?
Yes, partially dedicated.
Partially.
Well, let's get into that
Partial.
now. Let's get into Onyx
Yes.
Storm now. What's our and we'll get back to all this in a second, but
It all ties together.
It all ties together. favorite parts or standouts for Onyx Storm. What do we got? What you got, Ash? Oh.
When she goes to the aisle to get her dad's books and she is grilled for her value. And I love this part because it's like so serious. Like they went on this like big mission, right? I loved everything leading up to it. So like before that, they were like riding their horses, and Zayden's like, Dane, did you ride horses? Did you Violet ride horses as children? And he's being like all nice. Then they go to this bookstore, and she's trying to get these books that her dad wrote, and I forget her name now. The lady is like, oh, Dane, you must be Dane. Your father predicted this, and the love that you had. And he's like, I'm Zayden.
Yeah, and everybody just starts cracking up.
Mira's dying.
It was like pure like record scratch. Like, what'd she say?
What?
You called me who? I laughed so hard. I was dying. It was hilarious.
There was so much more comedic relief in this book, and I have to thank Riddick for so much of that, because he was like the absolute star to me in this book. Yeah, which scares me, which scares the hell out of me, because we love him so much. Like, Rebecca, just
he's gonna die.
Safe. Keep him safe, please.
No, he's gonna die. He's gonna die.
I think that too, Deb.
He's gonna die.
The kitchen incident with Riddick.
So funny.
Made me stop breathing, and then I was laughing so hard. I was like scared, relieved, and then hysterical laughing.
Like, oh God.
Yeah.
So good.
That was hilarious.
Yeah,
I hate sewing.
That was so good. That was one of my favorite parts. And then I think I liked getting, in the moment, it was a little bit annoying, but now looking back on it, I like it. I like that we got more points of view at the end of the book.
Yes.
Because when I was reading it and all of that was going on, I just wanted to speed read through everybody else's POV and get back to Violet. Yep. But now I'm wondering if it's going to be more of that in the next book.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
I agree. I did also enjoy getting more POVs, especially Imogen's POV.
Yeah.
I feel...
Oh,
yeah.
That one hurt too.
I am feeling a little bit more like there's so many bigger things are going to happen in the next book whenever we get that. I'm excited. I know that it's probably she might take a while to write the next one. It might actually it's so funny. Before we started this episode, I was scrolling through my Instagram, and she posted on her stories her husband holding up a sign to her office window that said, "Nice office, book 4." So it may be coming. She may be starting it soon. Who knows?
I hope so.
Selfishly, I hope.
Yeah.
Selfishly,
You're not being selfish. You are just in with the rest of us. We're just like all like...
It's like, I need to know what happens.
I know. Yeah. It's so... I need to know.
I think the POVs both sealed some of the information that we already had, but also confused us at the same time of like, wait, what? Like, what's going on here? So I think it's going to be very good. And then I also love broccoli.
Oh, the cat. Yes.
I
Of
love
course.
broccoli.
That
Of
was
course.
the
I love
best.
him.
It's like
So
you get a
funny.
cat.
I do feel like in this book, though, Quest Squad, I feel like we could have shortened the quest side of things a little bit. I feel like that was a little jumpy and it was a little long, but I also get it. Like you're setting us up because you have to go to all these different places to kind of gather the pieces.
Right. And I feel like all of those people are going to come back into play.
Yes.
In
Yes.
the future. Yeah.
Yes.
So I think it was important that even like while we were there, it was like, can we get to something like better? It's good that we were still there because we're going to need to know these people. I'm going to have to go back and reread all these people before the next book, of course, because...
You know what I hated, though? You know what I hated?
What?
Was that the, what is Andarna's breed called?
Oh, the Irids?
Irids.
What a bunch of fucking assholes. How dare you? How dare you?
They are douche canoes. I will definitely agree with that.
Crotchety, like, I can't.
Poor little Andarna.
I know. Well, she was like, I just want my people.
I know.
What
were you going to say, Ash?
I teared up when
Me too.
Oh my gosh.
Not Mandy.
It was so sad because Andarna was like, we had comic relief in this part where it was like, she started from when she hatched and Taryn was like, oh, we're going to be here for a while. But she was like telling her whole life story to her people. Like she was so proud and Taryn like carries her and makes sure like if they're going on like long missions and she stopped time for Violet and she was so proud and they were like appalled and I'm like, oh,
You're like,
I
who are you?
I know.
Like Andarna's the coolest. Like
she is the best. She just loves Violet so much.
She does. She does.
I was not a huge fan of the Irids. And then when she left for that short period of time, I just felt like I felt probably 1/100th of what Violet was feeling, but I still felt like there was like a hole in my chest. Like this, like it's not the same without her here.
Nope.
Oh,
nope.
No.
That was rough.
I know.
Yeah,
it was rough.
She's just like this sweet little. Well, she's not like. She is sweet.
She is sweet, but she wants to eat everyone.
Yes. We do not eat our allies. Or she's like, go for the eyes.
She's so perfect. I love her so much.
Or when she held what's his face's panther in her mouth and she was like, I'll drool all over him.
Yeah. Yeah, that part was great.
I love the like how she would like talk back to Taryn too, where she was like, can you carry a luminary? And he's like, I'm insulted by that question. Can you carry a luminary while insulted? Like, like, are you serious? Like, this is like this is like a teenager.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, it's so good. I love it. Oh,
it's such a good series.
It is so good. And I'm so sad that we're in this, like, well, I mean, what are we going to do when it's over and it ends? I mean,
it better end with a banger.
Yeah. Hopefully it'll be like no loose ends and closure to whatever it is. But one of the biggest parts of the book that we really haven't talked too much about yet is Violet and Zayden's relationship.
Right.
So how do we feel about this? I mean, I think we're all team Violet and Zayden. Yes. Okay.
Heck
good.
yeah.
Oh, for sure. Like,
but what do we?
I will light all the books on fire if they don't end up together.
what do I think is going to happen going forward with, so just a refresher, if it's been a minute since you've read Onyx Storm, we end with Violet waking up, not knowing what the hell is going on, and she's married to Zayden. And we don't know where he is. We know he's Venin. There's people missing. There's eggs missing. We don't know what the fuck is going on.
Dragon's dead.
Yeah.
So I listened to Onyx Storm. I had to go back every couple of seconds, and I had to re-listen to that part where she's like, I woke up with a wedding ring on my finger, and Imogen wiped out my memories, and I was like,
yeah, I reread that part too, and I think everybody can agree with me because she is such an evil bitch, and I mean that in the most loving way possible, Rebecca. When I say that, I mean it. I mean it with absolute love.
You make us feel things.
The way she ends the book with
it's
it being with the last page going down to here and the last sentence, and then you're like, "What you asked me to?"
She planned that.
What the fuck?
Yes. Oh, I texted Mandy and I was like, I'm confused. She's like, why are you confused? And I was like, well, I'm not confused. I just don't really think I like how it ended.
Yeah.
I like how it ended, but it was just, it just is, I'm going to have to wait. And I don't, that's what I don't like.
That's the thing where it's just.
I thought it was a glitch in my audiobook at first. And so I grabbed my book and I was like, oh, there's an extra chapter. There's an extra POV or a bonus chapter. Nope. There was nothing. There was nothing.
Nothing.
Not one word.
No. It was, I was like, oh, God. So what's going to happen between these two?
I don't know how this is I don't know how there's any going back from being full Venin now. But I will say I thought about this. So if you think about it, Zayden first pulled from the earth because to save Violet.
Right.
The second time he did it, the only reason why he did it was to save Sagel. Is that how you say that? Sagel? Sigel. So he wasn't pulling, he didn't gravitate to pull magic from the earth in a greedy way. It was more so I need to save people I love. So we don't know everything about the Venin yet. So maybe there are Venin that aren't completely soulless.
Yes. One can hope.
I agree. I think Violet will potentially pull from the earth knowing that she may go Venin, and I don't think that she will.
Ooh. Wait, what? Say that again.
I feel like in whether it's the next book or the book after, because she's projected to do 5 books, she will probably try to save Zayden, Taryn, Andarna, her sister, somebody very important to her. And she will pull energy from the earth, knowing that she may turn Venin, and I don't think she will.
You don't think she'll turn Venin if she does?
I don't think she'll turn Venin.
That's very interesting. Okay.
I think the cure is within her.
Oh, that's deep.
Shit.
I think she may have keys to the cure.
That could be because remember in Iron Flame when Mira went to the grandma that nobody speaks with, she kept, or was it Onyx Storm? Oh God, they're all blaming
I think it was
together,
Onyx Storm when we talk about Dune and all that.
Yeah, she took leave. She went to see the grandma, and the grandma kept warning her Violet's going to turn Venin essentially, and then Zayden interrupted it and was like, "I'm actually the Venin.
Yeah, it's me."
And I think that there's probably more to that. So Deb, I think you could be onto something.
That's very interesting. I like that. And we know that Well, it was only Theophany that was killed because of the Temple of Dune, and she could never go back to Dune. That's what
Right.
killed her. So that's not all Venom then, but
Right.
there's so many things that could possibly happen.
Mm-hmm.
Or what if it ends like Romeo and Juliet and like just
Oh,
tragic?
shut up,
do that,
Ash.
Ashley.
I will be so.
Don't do that.
Me and Deb will be distraught. We'll be crying for weeks.
I will too.
You will not hear
I will
from
cry
me.
over that. Yeah, I don't like that. Off the bat, I'm saying it right now. Don't like
Nope.
it.
You hear that, Rebecca? I swear, if you kill them both off, never again. Never another book shall I read.
Yeah.
Nary another
Never again.
series.
Oh, God.
I don't know. I feel like we're definitely going to get a lot more of Violet's Signet in the next series because from what Rebecca has said, we've only seen a very small fraction of what her dream walking abilities can do. And the Irids seemed very put off by this second Signet. And I still can't understand why that would be so dangerous to be able to dream walk. But there's, again, we don't know really anything about how much of this she's capable of and if it's can be brought into,
that's another thing
dreams.
is like, I feel like, so they keep talking about how like there hasn't been a lightning wielder in so many years and this, that, the other thing. She's got this second Signet that pops up. What if her Signet is just pure power and she can just harness all of it? And what if that is why she may not be able to ever turn Venom because she's just like this ultimate powerhouse of energy and destruction, and why everyone is so interested in her, and why everyone is like, what if they were hiding that all these lightning wielders beforehand, because they were so rare, were the key to everything that they were afraid of?
Yeah. I think you're definitely right with the power aspect of it. It's just that she pulls from the sky, because I think they've said that many times.
Yeah.
It's just like that's her source is the sky. And I think it's very, apropos.
And then
that
the
she
day
pulls from
that
the
she
sky and
does
they
go
pull
to
from the ground.
pull, and the day that she does go to pull from the ground, she experiences a completely different sense of power, and she never turns Venom. I'm full send.
I like, and you know what they said, like, before she had her power, they said like Zayden was like the most powerful person, and even like Zayden was like, no, like it's gonna be Violet,
no.
and then it turned out to be Violet. So I think like you're onto something, because remember when they realize like, oh shit, you're a dream walker, like, and Jaden even said like that's a type of intrinsic, and that is like way more powerful than like my version, because nobody can keep their shields up when they're sleeping. So like you have the ability to like see anybody's thoughts, like so I feel
Anything
like
and
you're
everything.
onto something with her power.
She's the ultimate weapon, and that is why everybody is like, shit, shove her down, like, get rid of her.
They need to just skip her to graduate. Like, you graduate.
You're done.
Yeah, I agree. She gets to skip a grade for sure.
Exactly.
I think she gets to go right to college.
I think she's been through enough.
Yeah. You don't have to complete your third year. Just, you're already like the Duchess of Tyrandor. Like, just go do your thing.
And since we learned that she can dream walk and that she is in Tiznik, that would also explain Liam. Like, what if she can also pick up the energy of other people and potentially spirits and that kind of shit. I know I'm getting into
Wow.
like some spooky stuff.
That's
but, like,
a lot. I
maybe.
mean, that would be super cool. I still can't wrap my head
Yeah.
around all of that, but that would be really super cool.
Right. Like, what if his energy never really left her since he died?
Right.
Oh,
And he's
wow.
always been there to kind of like give that extra like energy to her.
Oh, there's so much. I know. It's a
There is so
lot.
much. It's a little far-fetched, but just,
But you
I don't
never
think it
know.
is.
you never know. And you never know
never know.
Rebecca. She may kill Violet off in the next book, and
Oh
here
my
we are gonna deal with Zayden, and we could all be wrong.
Do you think? Okay, so like, do you think it would be? I don't even want to say the words, but like,
You don't
do
want
you
to speak
think
it into
Zayden could
existence.
die in the next book?
I think anything's possible.
I think anything's possible. I
Yeah.
don't think in the next book. I don't think in the
Yeah.
next book. I think that the overall, if we're talking about 5 books, I think overall they're gonna survive the first 4. If either of them are gonna die, it's going to be in the last book for sure, because I feel like that's just good. I mean, that's just me saying that. I feel like people would be pissed.
Yeah.
He did. I'm just
I feel
thinking
like-
from like a continuing the series kind of standpoint where,
Right.
do you want to kill off the favorite character, but while there's still one more book left to go?
Yeah.
I feel like if she did kill off Zayden in the 4th book, I feel like there is a plan, though, and a bigger scheme where he most likely comes back.
Okay,
Like a
I see what you're
resurrection,
getting.
like Brennan.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
Jon Snow. We keep going back
Yeah.
to
I 100% just want like Zayden and Violet to be together. Like
I know.
they are
Happily ever
so
after.
pretty.
I
They're
know.
just so
I-
pretty.
I feel like we're not going to get a happily ever after with this book.
Oh.
I don't know that we are. I don't think we are for this series.
I'm kind of with Deb on this one. I just don't. I would love it, but I don't
Mhm.
know
Yep.
if it would be like on brand with how this series is going. Like, I feel like
I don't
there
think
is
so
going to
either.
be, maybe we'll call it bittersweet. Something terrible is going to happen at the end of all
Yeah.
of this. And it's going to be like, well, at least we have this.
Yeah. You know what? I was thinking back, like, out of like all of Zayden's remarks, like, Violet, you're the only one that would be able to destroy me. Like, you're
Yes.
the death of me. And like, when you die, I will be at Malik's doorstep or something along those lines. Like, I feel
Right.
like there's so much like death talk where I was like, this is very romantic. Romeo and Juliet. Not that that's romantic, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. Yes, they do talk about that a lot, but I feel like there are too many characters tied in to the survival of these two,
Yeah.
because if Violet dies, Taryn most likely will die. It's not
Oh,
it's
he
not
did say, like, you're my
yeah.
last.
You're my last one. So it's not the dragons.
Yeah.
If their rider dies, the dragon does not always die. Other way around, yes, the rider will die if the dragon dies. But
Right.
yeah, Taryn has already said, you're my last. So if Violet dies, Taryn dies, Gale dies, Zayden dies. It's just a
But
chain
Zayden
of
doesn't die
events.
necessarily because
I
he's
know.
Venom now, so he might
Right.
not
Well,
have
we
that
don't
bond
know
anymore.
if they're still. We don't know though if that's still. We don't
But
know.
remember in Onyx Storm when Taryn was sleeping at the end? What, did I make that up? I think he was sleeping.
Did I make that? Well, what happened?
I think he was sleeping at the end, but like Taryn never sleeps. So
Was he knocked out?
I don't know. He needed rest. Did I make that
Okay.
up? Did I like dream that?
Maybe.
but he needed rest. And I feel like he never needs like any sort of rest. So I feel like something at the end that like Violet doesn't remember because her memory was wiped, something like significant happened. Like, do you think Sigel chose to go with Zayden?
I don't know. She was pretty friggin' pissed at him for.
She was pissed. To Mandy's point, I don't know that Sigel would die. I think Sigel would die if Taryn died.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I don't think that she would die if Zayden died, though.
Right.
And I think it's because she's now somewhat detached from him because he decided to be like, I'm going to go venom.
And we know now that it is possible to break that bond between Rider and Dragon.
Right.
We know that's possible now, which, ugh.
I'm looking.
I also felt that there were way too many close calls for Taryn in this book where we were like, wait, what? Is he okay? Is he okay? Like that scares me a lot for Taryn.
That's
'cause I
so
love
true.
him.
Oh, that's the part where Violet was like, "You've been the greatest gift of my life." I teared up, and I say that to my dogs all the time now. I'm like, I'm stealing your line.
We've created a monster of Ashley. She's in it with us now. She's in the thick of it.
Into the thick of it.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I said though, it's scary to me that we now know that this is a possibility that bonds can be severed between Rider and Dragon. But then it's like, what happens if you only have one dragon? Like Violet survived because she has two. So there's just so many questions, and it kills me to. I haven't thought about this series in a while just because it makes my mind like just I go through all these scenarios, and now that we're doing this, I'm going to be in like a 3-day like
That's all I think about. I mean, it's like all I think about. I just sit back and I think of like all these things that like occurred, and I feel like I need to reread everything again to like fully like really see if I missed anything, because you know when you read a book, you're like you miss key things at the beginning, and then when you know what happens at the end, you go back and you're like, oh, I get it. I get why that happened.
Especially with books like this, especially with this series, there are things sprinkled through all of them where on the first read through, you just go right past it. And then going back with the knowledge you have, it's like, oh, okay. Like, so Ash, I mean, absolutely. If you want to read through them again, I absolutely highly recommend the graphic audios for these books. They're absolutely fantastic.
Good.
And Deb has said this on the podcast before. They advertise it as, a movie inside your mind, and it 100% is that with a full cast of characters. So it's not like you're having a female and a male do all the characters. They have a full cast of characters, sound effects, everything. It is really like you're just watching a movie with your eyes closed.
Yeah, it really is. I did the A Court of Thorns and Roses series on the dramatic audios, and oh my god, it was so good.
Yeah.
So good.
I feel like it's one of those things where Mandy's like, Fourth Wing's great, read it. And I'm like, oh, I'm not into it. And like audio is just something like I'm just telling you,
love it.
No, I'm telling you right now, these ones
they're good.
Excellent. There's no like weird, annoying voices. It's like they're trained actors who are doing these.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's like if I shut my eyes.
Fantastic. Yeah.
You can preview them too on
Yes.
Audible. They give you
Oh,
like a
okay.
5-minute preview.
Oh, 5 minutes. That's pretty gracious.
I think.
The
That's
only
generous.
thing, the only setback I will say to that is they split up each book into parts 1 and 2. So basically you're
Yes.
buying 2 audiobooks per book, but worth it. I will say that, especially for this series. I mean, I can tell you are
Yeah.
super into it like we are, like fangirling. It is, I highly recommend doing the audios for them. They're really,
Yeah.
really good.
I'll probably do that then. Because if it's like a movie, that'll be good. 'Cause
Inside your
I
mind.
Yes.
Because I have visuals of like what everything looks like, what the characters look like.
The only thing that is disappointing, and I will say this, is if you already had like an image in your mind of what
Oh, no.
someone may sound like.
Oh.
That didn't bother me.
If they didn't match, it bothers me.
Yeah. So, like, how does Zayden's voice sound?
Oh, great. I think it's
Are you
great.
sure?
I
Okay.
personally, yes, I'm cool with it.
Deb?
Does what's his name? Who does
I don't know
it?
the
Is
names
that
of any of
Troy
them.
Allen?
I don't know the names of any of them.
If it's the same guy that did A Court of Thorns and Roses, I think you'll be fine.
You'll be fine. It's okay. It's
Okay.
really,
Scott
it's good.
Okay.
Who are these people?
He can't have like this, like, I don't know.
Oh, please.
No,
It's not
it's-
going to be some like.
No, it's not like, trust me, it's good.
It sounds like he would in my head.
I know you, Ash. You'll be
Okay.
fine.
All right.
What I'm nervous about is I know that they are in production or in talks of this becoming a TV series.
Mhm.
That scares me a little bit
Same.
because
Yeah.
it's for exactly what you said, Deb. This is I've already established who everyone is, and
Right.
I'm usually disappointed when books go to screen
Same.
because the books are always better. So I don't know if I'm going to watch it when it comes out. I honestly do not know.
I don't
Yeah.
know either.
I can agree. I think the only, and I haven't read it, but according to what Gary has said, because he has read it, the only movie that I trust that is as good as the book itself has been the Lord of the Rings series.
Oh, and I have not read
Gary-
or watched
No.
any of them.
I watched, but I haven't
it's so
read. And
good.
I like
Favorite.
what I watched, but I haven't read.
Yeah. He said that it is pretty on point.
Okay. I
So,
mean, I heard they're fantastic. It just doesn't appeal
so
to me.
good.
And that I'm not saying they're bad movies. I can't say that because I haven't seen them. I just know there's just something about them that just never appealed to me.
well, they're long. Okay,
They're long.
They are really long. They are just such a good. It's such a good trilogy. It's probably my favorite ever. I walked down the aisle to Concerning of Hobbits, Ashley.
Oh, no way.
It
That's
was actually very
romantic.
cool. It was very
Aw.
cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was good.
That's so cool.
And it's just if Dina's reading The Hobbit this year, you guys should definitely watch the movies.
He read-
the Hobbit movies.
He
are
read The
not
Hobbit
my
a couple
favorite.
years ago. He
Oh,
read it.
I thought
Yeah.
you said he's doing it this year.
No, he read The Hobbit a couple years ago. He loved it. He liked it a lot.
Well, anyway, you should definitely watch the movies together. I think that Lord of the Rings, with everything that they did, graphics, CGI, acting, it holds up better than a lot of the movies that
Yeah.
came out at that time. And I think it came out in 2001.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, it's older.
That sounds about right.
Yeah. It's at the graphics in Lord of the Rings are actually way better than the first Harry Potter, which came out this same year that it did. So I highly recommend it if you feel like doing an entire weekend binger. Gary only allows us to watch the uncut editor's version, which is 4 hours and 15 minutes long.
Oh,
Each movie.
poor Deb.
No. I love it.
Oh,
When we drive to and from Jersey, if we don't feel like listening to a book, we put Lord of the Rings on.
you're so funny. Oh my
How
God.
romantic.
Because we're in the car
I know,
for 12
right?
hours.
All right, let's get back to Fourth Wing for a couple minutes, and then there's one other thing I want
Ow.
to do before we wrap up. All right,
Sure.
so we're going to go rapid fire because, again, if you're here, you've already read the series. You already know what's going on. These are just our thoughts, predictions, things like that. We were not here today to do a deep dive into any of these books, clearly.
And yet here we are.
All right, so everyone, we're going to do some rapid fire. Favorite dragon, who is it?
Andarna.
Taryn.
I'm going to go with Taryn, too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's a really hard choice, but I don't know why.
Yeah.
I'm going with Taryn.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Most shocking death or twist so far?
Liam.
Lilith.
I honestly don't know what my answer to this is. I think that every time, I'm just going to go with the end of Onyx Storm as the most shocking twist, because whenever I finish them, that's just the most shocking thing I've ever read.
Well, yeah. That's
True,
definitely
true.
like that's the most shocking twist for sure.
It is.
Yeah. It's what's keeping me up at night.
Like Violet has no idea what happened to her life. She doesn't even remember getting married.
Yeah.
It's like the hangover.
Right.
It's
She's like, shit, man.
She's like, what do you mean
I got married.
What do you mean I got married? It's like she went out on the town and like they just got hammered. But
Can you-
She's like,
where's my
we went
husband?
to Vegas?
Can you imagine if the next book ends with like Violet just getting like a digital camera of everything that happened before, like in the
She's like,
hangover?
Oh.
I had a panther in my room.
It was covered in Andarna drool.
Oh my God, that's funny. What's our favorite Violet moment? I know this is tough because she's got so many.
I think when they snuck into Lilith's office and they got
to get the map.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good one.
I think that's probably my favorite because she was a little bit like, fuck you, Ma.
I'm going to go back
think-
to what I said in the beginning, and I'm going to go back to that scene in Iron Flame where she had to endure all of that
Yeah.
torture and then mend and then
Mhm.
all of it over again. Just
Yep.
poor Violet. Just
Yep.
poor girl. That just, not that not because it's my favorite because it happened to her. I just felt like that just made her just so,
Unbreakable.
yeah, absolutely.
I would have to say when in Onyx Storm, when Garrick was poisoned and she like put the puzzle pieces together as to like
Mhm.
what it was and she saved his life. Like, I'm like,
Yeah.
this girl is like unbelievable. Like,
She's so smart.
Mm-hmm.
So smart. Quick on her feet. Doesn't cave to the pressure.
if that were me, I would have been like, I don't know.
Yeah, I'd be like, I guess he's gonna die. Sorry, guys. Like,
I have no
I
clue.
only know the
Yeah.
Heimlich.
yeah,
Zayden, keep doing the CPR because I
Yeah.
have no clue.
yeah. Like I might know, but it's not gonna come to me right now.
No.
Right.
Yeah. All right. Best romance scene.
Oh,
My house, my chair, my woman.
Yeah, I gotta go with Deb on that one. Chair. Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know. Oh, there's so many.
Or their first
I was gonna
scene.
say the first scene when they break the
Yeah.
armoire and like, oh my god, no. No. The very end of Fourth Wing, after like right before like the war games, and she like
Yep.
shoots off lightning, and then it breaks Zayden's window,
Yes.
and then they have to like abruptly leave, and then like
Yes.
oh my god, the best thing after this. And like no, I don't know if anybody thought anything like this, but like I really laughed out loud. Like I was laughing out loud, and my husband's like, "What's wrong with you?" And it was when Taryn says like, "You need to sleep," and she's like, "I'll sleep when you sleep," and he's like, "I can go days without sleeping, but I don't want you to shoot off lightning bolts from sleep deprivation." And I literally lost it because that was like right after she was up all night with Zayden.
Or shall I get the wing leader?
Yes. Yes.
See, those are the things I'm saying about Taryn. Like, he just has the best
The favorite.
one-liners. Like, they're just
Oh,
like
he does.
perfect.
Or like not to get off topic, but like when Zayden said, "This is my consort," and he was like, "Our congratulations and commiserations in order." Like that. It's just hilarious.
Yes. It's just so funny. He's the best, which again, which why I'm a little scared for.
Yeah.
Who's our least favorite character out of everyone?
Jack.
Yeah.
Jack.
Fuck that
I will
guy.
say an Iron Flame Cat was like a
Oh, yeah.
parallel to Jack, but I will say
Mhm.
she redeemed herself in Onyx
She
Storm.
did.
Yeah,
She
She
did.
really did. I like her now.
She did.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm not like her biggest fan, but I'm like, okay.
Yeah,
You
I
can
feel
stay.
bad
You
because
can
her
stay.
little boyfriend died.
I know. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was
He got
that
a
was
shot.
sucky.
He got a shot in the heart.
I know.
And
Oh,
it was-
well. All's fair in love and war.
What if she starts dating like Arik?
Ooh.
That's
I'm
if
not mad
Arik's not
about
the
it.
brother. That's if Arik's not the brother. I'm adding
Yeah.
one more question to this, and it'll
Okay.
come in a second. Who is definitely dying next?
I think it's Riddick.
You think it's Riddick? What do you think?
I think it's Riddick.
Ash?
Actually, I thought it was Riddick up until right now. I think it's Rhiannon or Rhiannon.
I was just going to say that.
I was also going to say that.
because
I think it's also going to be
Quinn
Rhiannon.
was Imogen's like first person she interacted with, and that was Rhiannon
Yes.
for
Yes.
Violet.
Yes.
Yep.
I unfortunately think Rhea is going to go next too, which really sucks because I really do love Rhea.
I do too.
But she's kind of, I feel like Rhea's gotten to her point where she can't really do much more. Not that that's a bad thing, but I've heard Rebecca say at speaking engagements where once a character reaches their point, it's time to go. And I'm like, oh, God damn it.
Oh,
Rhea.
evil.
I know. All right. And last question is, who is the new brother? Who do we think the new brother is? Zayden's
Ooh.
new Venom brother. We know it's somebody that was not, I think we know this. I think I'm safe in assuming it's somebody that had just also turned Venom along with Zayden at the end. You know, so who is it? Who was not at the end? And who do we think it could be?
Was Eric at the end? No,
He was
No.
missing.
Arik.
He wasn't
was
there
Arik that
either.
wasn't there.
Garrick,
They both
Bodhi,
weren't there.
and Eric
and
were all missing at
Bodhi.
the end, right?
Oh
Yeah.
shit!
There are a lot of
Mhm.
people. I think I am between. I don't think it's Garrick. I think it's either Bodhi or Eric.
Yeah.
I think Bodhi is the obvious. I think
Yes.
I don't think it's Bodhi because I think it's too obvious because he was always more so like, I'm not going to graduate. I just want to like follow you, Zayden. And I
Yes.
just want to like, you know, kind of
Right.
like be in your
Yeah.
shadows, essentially.
Right.
So like, I think it's quick to assume like, oh, obviously Bodhi just wants to like do what
Right.
Zayden does. And that's
Yeah.
that.
I had
So
that
I
same
don't
thought
think it's
process, Ash.
him.
Yeah, I had that same thought process because if it does turn out to be Bodhi, nobody's going to be like, oh my God. It's going to be like, oh, that makes sense.
Obviously.
What if
Yeah.
it's Dane?
I actually thought about that
Oh
too.
shit.
I thought about
He was
Dane.
such
I thought
a
about
rule
Dane, too.
follower.
I thought about that too.
Was he missing at the end?
He was.
Did I miss that?
But I
Mhm.
think Rebecca has set up Dane and Sloane's relationship that I don't think it's going to be Dane.
But I don't know. I don't know because like Dane, lame Dane, he was so lame. He was so lame up until like he redeemed
Eyes on me.
himself.
Ashley, wait a second. Wait a damn minute, Ashley. I would like to rewind and go back to our first episode where you were on and I asked you about Dane. And you were like, love him. I hope him and Violet get married. Deb and I are like, okay.
Who's gonna tell her? It's not gonna be me.
So after that, like I read more, right? And I'm like, wow, he has no faith in her. Like at first I'm like, oh, he's just being like very protective, like trying to like help his girl out.
Yeah.
And then after a while, like I saw Violet getting stronger and then like I'm like, Dane, stop trying to get her to go to the scribes. Like, she's fine. She got this. And then,
Yeah,
especially when Zayden took over, I'm like, Dane, step away.
Yeah.
Step away. We
Take a
don't need
seat.
you.
Yeah. Okay.
But he
So-
redeemed himself. And then,
He did.
when he asked, like, when he asked Violet, like, are you in love with him? Did you hear what he said at the interrogation? Because if you're not, I think I'm in love with him. I'm like, okay, you redeemed yourself.
We're all in love with Zaddy, Dane.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh
Look,
my God.
Mandy's fanning herself over
No,
there.
'cause it's really hot in here. Got my Siggy fan.
Because you're thinking about Zayden.
Maybe
Yeah, you're
I
thinking
am.
about those shadows.
Maybe it's just 85 degrees in here. Or it's Zayden.
We'll never know.
We'll never know.
I'll never tell. Oh, this was so much fun. I could talk about
was
this
fun.
for hours and hours.
Yep.
Unfortunately, Riverside doesn't let us record for that long. But so now that we've gone through the Empyrean, obviously when more books come out, we will clearly be talking about them. We'll probably do not a deep dive on all three of them, but maybe a deeper dive on the third book before the next book comes out, which will be when we don't even friggin' know. But Ash, so since this was your first fantasy series, you said at the beginning you want to read more fantasy now.
Yes.
So
What's next?
what are you reading now?
I'm reading When the Moon Hatched. And I do like
Good.
it. It is, I feel like I'm reading it at a slower pace, and
Yes.
it's not because anything against When the Moon Hatched. It's just different. Like, I feel like
Yes.
I came off such a high
Mhm.
from this series where now I'm in The Moon Hatched, and it's just like very different.
Yeah.
And
Completely switching gears for sure.
completely switching gears. And I will say, I think it's very good. I think that like I had to reference like a glossary a little bit, like
Yeah.
to really like, understand what was happening. And I don't think it was super hard to like, after reading like the glossary and all of that, like it wasn't hard to keep up with or anything. And now I'm at a point where I'm like, okay, this just got really good. So I'm
Mhm.
hooked. I like it. It's good. I think I like fantasy.
Yeah. Well, and Deb, I wanted you to talk to Ash about this on the podcast because I cannot speak to this point of it, but Ash and I were talking and going over like fantasy series and things like that. And of course, ACOTAR came up. I cannot give a fair representation to this series because I did not finish it. I got through 2.5 books. I stopped. I said, I can't anymore. I put my hands up. I said, we'll come back later. It's been like 2 years. I haven't gone back. Deb has gone through the whole series. Deb very much enjoyed it. So, Deb, you give Ashley a spoiler-free why she should maybe consider this series.
I think if you want something that will crush your heart, because it will in some aspects, I found it was very good. I personally am more of a Fourth Wing fan because I am a dragon girly. There's no talks of dragons in A Court of Thorns and Roses. It's a little bit different speed, but at the same time, I would put it maybe just one notch above the speed of Fourth Wing. I think it's Sarah J. Maas. Her original series that she wrote was
Throne of
Glass. And then she did A Court of Thorns and Roses, and then she did Crescent City.
Right.
I'm in no way an expert. 3 of my girlfriends, Sarah, Victoria, and Audrey can give you a breakdown like you wouldn't believe of this author and all 3 of her series. I would say if you are looking for something that is going to be, and I also haven't read When the Moon Hatched, but I'm imagining that When the Moon Hatched is a little bit more intense on the fantasy side.
Yes.
And ACOTAR is a little bit more lighthearted in a way. Like it's very easy to follow. You're not going to be bored, I don't think. I did the graphic audios. I thought they were fantastic. I thought the character development in A Court of Thorns and Roses was exquisite. It was a very good series, and the entire time, much like Fourth Wing, I was like, I need more, I need more, I need more, I need more, I need more. So I ate the entire series up, and I'll tell you exactly when I bought every single last one of those books on Audible. I read them quite literally, all of them within 7 days.
Wow.
Oh, shoot.
And that's
like
a lot
one
of books.
after another. Yeah.
And that's there's what? 1, 2, 3,
5?
5. Well, one's a novella.
Dang.
One's a
5
novella,
books
so we'll call it 4.5.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
This is during work hours, after work hours, on the weekends, letting the calls go to voicemail, like the whole 9 yards. Like I was completely hooked. I very much enjoyed it. Again, I am not someone who is like a ride or die SJM fan. I started Throne of Glass, was not a fan.
Okay.
Was not a fan. It's her first series again, and she started it when she was a teenager. So, I mean, it's a little bit different speed.
The first book is rough. The first book is rough.
Okay. Well, I mean, no offense to teenagers, but
it's rough. I mean, it's fine, but we'll have an episode on this maybe once I finally finish. We won't get into the whole thing of it, but I know Ashley's looking for more fantasy series, and I think she might enjoy it. I just have a mental block that I just need to break down. So Ash, if you get there and you can convince me to like finish it, then maybe I'll get there too.
okay.
I think you would enjoy it. What other fantasy do I got up there?
I mean,
I've got
and honestly, I still, even though you listened to our spoiler episode on Shield of Sparrows, I still think you might actually like it. It's the big surprises in that book that were supposed to happen, I think you'll pick up on very early on in the book. It's just kind of the end that we gave away, but still there's a whole nother series, or I'm sorry, there are more books coming in the series. So really, it's not spoiled because there's more to come.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. And then what else can I recommend? Mandy does not like the series. I thought it was fantastic. I have a Touch of Darkness up there. It's a Hades and Persephone retelling, and it takes place in like modern day, which I am like, I ate that fucking shit. That was my first fantasy series. I ate that shit up, and I didn't do a single book on audio, not a single one. And I read every single book. I was obsessed. I still, I'm sure some people are like, the writing isn't the greatest, but that's okay. Like, I was like, oh my God, I love this.
Yeah. Well, it's all about what you like.
Right. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Wow.
Oh, dang. Okay, that's a lot of books.
It was so good. They're not super long. Quicksilver. I think you would like Quicksilver. Mandy did not
Mandy
like
says
Quicksilver.
no. I think I asked you about that book. I saw it on the Barnes and Noble list.
I didn't love it. It was fine, but I also, to be fair,
Does it
I
have
read
romance?
Yes, I read Quicksilver right after I read Onyx Storm, and I'm like, no, it's not the same.
It's not the same, but it was still very good. They're all about 400 pages long.
Not bad.
Not terrible. No.
And they're spicier, right, Deb? They're the
They are
Touch of Darkness is spicier.
Wait, which one? Quicksilver?
No, a Touch of
Darkness.
Oh, okay.
And Quicksilver is about 630 pages.
And that book
so that's a beast.
And that second book will be out in the near future,
November,
as well, which I will read it. I will still read it.
I'm excited,
but I may or may not be super thrilled about it. We'll see. We'll see when we get there.
I mean,
I wish. Listen, it's all in what you like.
Yeah, I wish that the fourth book of the Empyrean series was coming out in November.
I know.
I don't think we're getting that until 2026
or later.
Well, I mean, 2026 is right around the corner.
Yeah,
so,
but if we get it in 2026, it's going to be like November.
Oh,
ish.
yeah.
I
mean, I'll still be good with
beginning
that.
of 2027.
Or beginning of 2027.
I'll be good with November 26. Beginning of 27, ugh.
I know. It seems like a million mile, like a light years away. But we'll see. All right, ladies. Well, we have talked it up. This is by far our longest episode ever.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Ashley, thank you so much for coming back and giving us your first reactions to the Empyrean, since you're a new Empyrean reader. I'm glad that we've got you in and made you a fan.
We've roped you in.
Yes.
Oh, I'm hooked. I need to know what happens.
I know. Well, we're a very small podcast, but Rebecca, if you're hearing this, any updates would be great. Just give us a little snippet. A sentence, a title, anything.
A single word.
Yeah.
Anything.
It's going to be A.
Anything would be very much appreciated, just to keep us from going absolutely insane. But too late, we're already there.
Yeah.
Yep, we sure are.
All right. Well, I think that's it for today, ladies.
Yep.
Thank you for having me back on
Of course.
introducing me to this wonderful series that I'm now in purgatory with. But
yes,
I would not want it any other way.
Yeah, I'm glad that we could bring you in and put you in misery with this because we need friends here.
Yeah.
I'm now in the
We need
I'm
people
now,
to suffer with.
I'm now in the misery club.
Yeah. Well, get comfy because it's going to be a while.
This is gonna be a while.
All right. Well, thanks everyone for hanging out with us. We'll be back next week with what? Not quite sure, but we'll see you then.
And remember, it's only a red flag if he's real.
Bye.
Bye.